Hi. Well, this wraps up the 30 videos in 30 days project. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I learned a lot from it. I'd like to share a story with you. Once upon a time, about 17 years ago, I was going through a very difficult, painful time. Sorrow, loss, all kinds of things. Things coming at once. If you're my age, you've probably been through some of that kind of thing yourself. Well, during that time, my mother, who was still alive then, God rest her soul, she came to me, saw that I was very sad, and she put her little bony hands on my face like she did when I was a little child. And she made me look her in the eye, and her eyes pierced right through to my soul. And she said, "Honey, you're going to find what you're looking for if you get back to your art." So I realized that I needed to get back to that. So I got myself a sketchbook, and I named the sketchbook DreamSideOut. That was the beginning of that word, DreamSideOut. It was a sketch journal. And journals are very personal. I'm not going to show that journal on YouTube because it's got lots of personal stuff in it. However, it was the beginning of a very important kind of process that I started going through, both internally and externally. Hence the word dream side out. It covers the interior and the exterior and how I dealt with it. And one of the things I was dealing with in the midst of my just tough things that were going on, one of the things I was dealing with was just the day-to-day problem you have trying to be a creative person doing artwork, trying to justify to yourself that what you're doing has any purpose and meaning. You have to make a living doing something else usually, but you still know that you have this passion to do the creative thing. You know that somehow you can't stop doing it regardless of what you have to do for a living. Well, I think one of the things that's difficult for any creative person is the level of constant criticism you get about your work. And you get very sensitive about it. People are always pointing out flaws in what you do, and they love to do it. They love to be the one to show you where you screwed up. And I thought to myself, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Whatever I do on this pages of this book is mine. I control this. And if somebody doesn't like it, well, they can fill in the blanks. So I thought of this book as my I don't give a rip sketchbook. In other words, when I'm drawing, and I'm drawing what I want to, and somebody even hints at any kind of criticism, I don't care. Because that's going to be their problem, not mine. And I sort of gotten hardened to doing my own work that way. And I think it was a good kind of thing. I remember a particular musician that I knew of who said the greatest thing she ever learned was how to not listen to constructive criticism. She said that's the best thing an artist can learn. And although that sounds kind of rebellious and egotistical, at the same time there's a very certain truth in it. You have to get to some point where you're going to do what you do, and you're not going to be bounced around by what everybody else says you should be doing, or by the people who know best, the ones that are going to, you're not really an artist, that's crap, blah, blah, blah. I decided to start approaching the things that I want to do that way. And this DreamSideOut just led to a lot of things, one of which is living in a van, being an artist, and that's why I named my YouTube channel DreamSideOut, because it's kind of an extension of the whole thing that started many years ago. And that's how I'm approaching these YouTube videos. These are like just the sketches in my sketchbook. I'm doing them in my way of doing them, and I'm not suggesting that they're the best videos out there. However, this is my sketchbook, but I'm a little more bold with it now. So that's kind of the way I think about DreamSideOut. Okay, that's just a backstory. The other thing is memories. Memories, I think, are very important. We are present, that your present, our present, is grounded in memories. I mean, if you think about it, what is there that is not really dependent on a memory? You have to remember how to put on your clothes. You have to remember your name. You have to remember where you live. You have to remember what these are and what they're for. There's all kinds, everything you do is a memory. And I think memories are important. And I think that may be one of the roles of art in the world. I'm going out on a limb in saying this, but I'm not. That's just one of the roles of art, is to punctuate memory in certain ways. And I know that when I hear certain scores of music, or I see a certain painting, or I watch a movie that I like, it brings up memories, and my life is punctuated by those. So my hope for you is that if you followed me on the 30 videos in 30 days, that somehow this will be a punctuation of your memory for November 2017. I have more plans for the channel. I hope you'll stick with me. And with that being said, I'll just leave you with some recap segments from the last 30 days, some of which you haven't seen yet. So I hope you watch it clear to the end and enjoy. Thanks a lot. I appreciate all my subscribers, and I appreciate those who stayed with me and commented consistently. Thanks a lot. See you later. know, there's no reason why you can't have a family gathering just because you live in a van. These are my sons, Johnathan, Joel, and Nick. And, you know, we get together, and this is a van get together. So have a nice holiday. Everybody say goodbye.
Happy holidays.
Happy YouTubers.
Merry Christmas.